Hey everybody, Backpack Hack here coming at you with another trail tip. Have you ever got a map that is just absolutely perfect? And I mean perfect in every way except for one. I mean, it's a topographical map so you can get an idea of grades and elevations. It has all the features you want on the map. In other words, the landscape features are all labeled and proper. They're on the map. They're creeks and lakes and rivers and outcroppings and mountains and points and all this other stuff. I mean, it even has the scale on it that matches your base plate on your compass. It's perfect except for one thing. It's just so big. Well, a lot of people will say, you know what, you don't need a map that big. Just cut out the part you want. Problem is, what happens if you cut out a section of the map and when you go to resect your location, there's a feature on the landscape off the map that you've cut off. Or the other problem is when you fold a map up to make it smaller, these are identical maps, I have just folded this one up, is you have, let's say you fold it twice. So you have a fourth of it here and a fourth of it here. Well, in order to get to the other half, you've got to open it all the way up and fold it back up. Now with a large map like this, obviously you're not going to carry this around in the back country, but with a large map like this, constantly folding and unfolding when you want to go to the other half of the map sometimes isn't practical. But what would you say if I told you there's a way to fold a map up and not cut it into little pieces, and you can still have access to the entire map without unfolding this great big huge map any more than 1/4 its original size? Now I've got it folded up in this method now, and this is Yellowstone National Park, and here you can see the northwest corner. I flip this over and I have the northeast corner. Now watch this before I access the other side, or the other half. Here's the southeast corner of the map, and I flip this over and I have the southwest corner of the map. What sorcery is this, you might ask? What black magic origami is he producing on these maps to be able to do this? Well, let me bring the camera in close and show you on a sample piece of paper. I'm going to use this handmade map on a large sheet of paper to demonstrate how to prepare a map to be folded in this manner to where you have access to it all the way around. Now most people, when they have a map and they want to access it on the trail, they will not fold it with the map itself inside. They want the map on the outside. So most people would fold a map in fourths, like this. So no matter how you fold it up, the problem becomes you only have access to half of it at any given time. In order to access the other half, you've got to open it up to this point and then fold it back over, and now you have access to the other half. The way this trick works is you need to make two more folds. One, they're identical folds actually, it's just on different sides. You need to fold two sides in to the center of the map. Like this. And like this. Now that we have our two folds done, we need to identify two spots on this map. And that is this intersection between these two folds and the intersection between these two folds. Now, you don't have to mark your map when you do this. I'm just highlighting them so you can understand how this works. What we're going to do is we're going to cut between this intersection and this intersection with nothing more than a pair of scissors. To do this easily, we're simply going to fold the map in half and we're going to make a cut. Now, you can use a sharp knife or a razor blade or anything else that you want, and you simply cut from the center to those marks, and so it will be cut from here to here as well as from here to here. Now comes the folding part. What you're going to do is lay your map flat on the table. And then you're going to pick the center up. You're basically going to fold it up like this, so it is an upside down T shape. You can still see that I have access to all 4 sides of my map simply by flipping this center flap over. Here's the trick. Fold it in half this way so you have an X. Now you can lay your map flat and you can have 1/4 of your map, another 1/4 of your map, another 1/4 of your map, and the last 1/4 of your map. And you don't have to unfold the map any more than this right here, just to reference your map to see where you might be. Have I made this curve? I should be coming up to the trailhead soon. I should be hitting the campsite soon. There's a junction here in the trails, just for simple reference. If you need to, you can still go ahead and unfold your map to full size if you need to reference like this mountain and some other feature in order to resect your location to here. But that's all you need to do, is fold it up just like this. And you're done. Now, yeah, I get it. This is not the ultimate way to fold up a map. And this is such a large map that I have no problem folding this up even further, so I can just access part of the map, actually 1/16 of the map, so I can just pull it out and reference where I think I might be, and I can look at it and say, shouldn't I have crossed that creek by now, or where is that ridge I'm supposed to cross? And I can follow that trail and say, okay, yeah, I got to cross that river before I get to that ridge. And this way I can just pull this out, and if I need to, I can unfold it to this condition, and I have access to all 4 sides of the map without having to unfold it any further than this right here. So this is Backpack Cat coming at you with this trail tip. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Be safe out there, and I'll see you out on the trail.